It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching DeMarvion Overshown. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, coming up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. At the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Sheridan completes it to Vereen. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Looking to throw. Sheridan. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Back to throw. Sheridan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Puka Nacua.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 2nd down, Singleton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, Coyle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give right side. Singleton. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the of 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Operating from the gun. Coyle. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Nope, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Sheridan able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Cowboys at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Sheridan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing on first down. Coyle out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Singleton. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sheridan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Operating from the gun. Sheridan escaping the pressure right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Puka Nacua with career touchdown number 156. That ties it with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Coyle. He'll buy some time right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they go. Singleton.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Coyle. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Coyle. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, they'll run it here. There he goes, left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Sheridan. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Puka Nacua
with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Coyle. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting, as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Sheridan. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Sheridan.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Sheridan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Sheridan. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Raiders trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the first half, it was a second-year quarterback who shined bright. He's over 300 yards passing already, as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
33-yard line.
Off the play fake. Coyle. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Coyle. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Coyle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down. Coyle. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 83 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Sheridan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down. Singleton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Coyle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
He may go.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now out come the Giants. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Coyle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
28-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Singleton. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Able to slither by.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On first down, Sheridan.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again, Sheridan. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on first down. Sheridan. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Coyle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Dances by him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
3rd and 9 here.
Brings up 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now a dump off here complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Singleton.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cowboys, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Bye.